Adesso non lo sai, ma sembra...
Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj. I welcome all of you to His Holiness Candramauli Swami daily class. And today we are going to continue in series of Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 18 and verse 22. I'll just share my screen. So Hare Krishna, dear devotees, can you hear me properly? Because this is actually, I'm here in His Holiness Chandramauli Swami yearly retreat in Florence, Italy. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you very much. Okay, good. So we will... ओम अज्ञानतिम्रन्दस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाखया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामीति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। यत्रानुरक्तः सहसैव धीरा व्यपोय देहादिषु संगमूढं व्रजन्ति तत्पारं अहिंसा अमन्त्यं यस्मिन् हिंसो पशुमः स्वधर्मः। Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, self-controlled persons who are attached to the Supreme Lord Shri Krishna can all of a sudden give up the world of material attachment, including the gross body and subtle mind, and go away to attain the highest perfection of the renounced order of life, by which non-violence and renunciations are consequential. Very actually important verse in this series and very, very powerful. Anybody would like to read the purport? If you don't mind, please. Any devotee? It's always good, and I always say that please be engaged. Otherwise, I will read. Hare Krishna. Anybody would like to read? Okay, no worries. So only the self-control can gradually be attached to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Self-control means not indulging in sense enjoyment more than is necessary. And those who are not self-controlled are given over to sense enjoyment, dry philosophical speculation, is a subtle sense enjoyment of the mind. Sense enjoyment leads one to the path of darkness. Those who are self-controlled can make progress on the path of liberation from the conditional life of material existence. The Vedas therefore enjoin that one should not go on the path of darkness, but should make a progressive march towards the path of light or liberation. Self control is actually achieved not by artificially stopping the senses from material enjoyment, but by becoming factually attached to the Supreme Lord by engaging one's unalloyed senses in the transcendental service of the Lord. The senses cannot be forcibly curbed, but they can be given proper engagement. Purified senses, therefore, are always engaged in the transcendental service of the Lord. This perfectional stage of sense enjoyment is called Bhakti Yoga. So those who are attached to the means of Bhakti Yoga are factually self-controlled and can all of a sudden give up their homely or bodily attachment for the service of the Lord. This is called the Paramhans stage, Hamsaj or swans, accept only milk out of a mixture of milk and water. Similarly, those who accept the service of the Lord instead of Maya's service are called the Paramhamsaj. They are naturally qualified with all the good attributes such as pridelessness, freedom from vanity, non-violence, tolerance, simplicity, respectability, worship, devotion, and sincerity. All these godly qualities exist in the devotee of the Lord spontaneously. Such Paramhansas who are completely given up to the service of the Lord are very rare. They are very rare even amongst the liberated souls. Real non-violence means freedom from envy. In this world, everyone is envious of his fellow being. But a perfect Paramhans, being completely given up to the service of Lord, is perfectly non-envious. He loves every living being in relation with the Supreme Lord. Real renunciation means perfect dependence on God. Every living being is dependent on someone else because he is so made. Actually, everyone is dependent on the mercy of Supreme Lord. But when one forgets his relation with the Lord, he becomes dependent on the conditions of material nature. Renunciation means renouncing one's dependence on the conditions of material nature and thus becoming completely dependent on the mercy of the Lord. Real independence means complete faith in the mercy of the Lord without dependence on the conditions of the matter. This Paramhams stage is the highest perfectional stage in Bhakti Yoga, the process of devotional service to the Supreme Lord. So I again request every devotee, if possible, please keep yourself unmuted. Don't worry about background noise or don't worry about what you have been doing. It's all fine. Let's make this session more interactive. So first point which Prabhupada had mentioned and Krishna also had mentioned in the this verse is about controlling the sense enjoyment, yeah, self-controlled personality. Yeah. So one thing I would like to ask devotees, many times you might have seen, just as a practical analogy, if somebody say there is a sale going on and you invest $100 or £100 or euro, and you will get in next 1 month or maybe just next 1 day 100% increase in your amount. How many of you would not like to invest in such space? You can raise your hand if you cannot unmute. Okay. So see, all of us normally has this propensity that yes, like there is some material deal sale going on, so let's enjoy. And we try to invest in that. Nothing wrong in that because that's intelligence. Like if we have money, Prabhupada always said, don't be greedy, but utilize our money in the right way. Yeah. So that whatever we earn, that can be utilized. Whatever saving we get, we can utilize that in Krishna service. So if some deal is going, that's very good. But everybody will like to invest in that money, correct? But if I say there is a deal or sales going on where you invest your $100 and in next 1 month, every month, in fact, it will reduce by 10%. Any of us will try to invest? No, correct? None of us would like to invest in such investment where money is going down. Yeah, or whatever we have invested, it's going down, it's decreasing, the value is decreasing. But if when I say this analogy, you can feel like, why I'm talking? Yeah, oh, this is of course says like intelligent thing, very obvious kind of a thing that nobody would like to invest in a place where amount is going to decrease. But actually, if we see and do the introspection in our life, whole life we are investing in a fund which is going to reduce in value. Anybody knows what is that fund where we are investing?
Is it karma, Prabhuji?
Yes, it's karma, but karma can be good also. If we are utilizing our karma at transcendental level or in Krishna conscious level, correct? So then it will not decrease in value. But there is one fund which is absolutely going to decrease, but we are continuously investing our all, what you say, amount, our effort, our credit, everything, whatever we have in that particular fund.
The time?
Yes, time is going to reduce, but time again can be utilized in Krishna consciousness. But one thing is there which whatever you do is definitely not going to help. Very first instruction of Bhagavad Gita. Close hint. We are not the
So we are not the body, we are the soul. So we are investing everything in the body.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you. Yes. So most of our life, yeah, we all are spending in our body. And body does not mean exactly like our body, but body means bodily level. Yeah. Our relations, our ourselves. We are trying to spend most of our time in earning for ourselves, for our family. Whatever we do, we are always worried about our bodily level relations and bodily level requirements. And this body is definitely going to die, correct? So this is going to reduce. This is going to absolutely become zero. Like whatever fund we have, it's going to become zero. But we are still not understanding that this is, I'm not saying that we should not do anything at bodily level or bodily relationship level. But the point here, what Prabhupada is trying to also highlight is on self-control. Yeah. So self-control is very, very important. And Prabhupada very nicely mentioned that we should not try to stop anything in terms of stopping ourselves from sense enjoyment. Yeah. If I say in that corner, there is something like if everybody sitting in a room, and I say, please don't go to this particular corner of the room, or I say, please don't go to that particular room of this house. There is something really confidential. Please don't go. Everybody will have some curiosity. What will be there, correct? And if opportunity given, we would definitely like to go there. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's a natural tendency. Yeah. So if once we say stop something, mind will definitely go towards that. Hence, Prabhupada is saying, don't like sense enjoyment is not a good thing, because sense enjoyment means doing everything at bodily level. Yeah. But if we say that, okay, don't like completely stop. If I see some object, I say, no, don't see that. Then that will be not right. But the point is, rather than stopping our senses in that space, if I utilize my senses in the higher purpose. And that's why Prabhupada always emphasized on higher taste. If I get higher taste, then I will be not worried about the lower mode of taste. Yeah. So somebody like even they are just like normally many of us we have been in bodily conscious level, completely bodily conscious level earlier in our life. And I'm not saying that I am not right now at bodily conscious level, but earlier definitely like completely. Yeah. And everything, whatever we see, yeah, it was only for body, like even just food. Yeah. We are just trying to eat only for our own pleasure. Yeah. Like sometimes we say that, okay, my husband, my children, myself like this food, so let's prepare that. But now, if you see in any devotee family, they will not like to just like go in there. They will also like when you really progress, you try to connect yourself with your home deity. You try to connect with Prabhupada. You try to connect with Krishna completely. And you say, okay, I have not prepared maybe like this particular sweet for my deity or for Krishna. Let me prepare something. Yeah, whichever deity you have. Yeah. So automatically consciousness change, that higher taste develops. So at some point of time, devotee is not even worried about like what is the taste of everybody. They just prepare something, they offer it to Lordship, and then they feel like everybody is definitely going to enjoy. Yeah. And that happens because and I will tell you like one practical realization. In our satsang, one of the devotee, one Mataji mentioned that she used to prepare earlier bhoga. Of course, like she was very new earlier in the Krishna consciousness, and she said that when she used to prepare, and somebody said, you don't need to even taste before you offer to Lord. She said, it's very impossible. How come it's possible? I taste so many times before I just serve it to family. So, but then she said, like, I started doing, and it's so amazing that now when she's like very much, very serious, even she knew in the Krishna consciousness, but very serious. So she is preparing food, like always thinking, Krishna, I hope you will like, I don't know what is the taste, what is this. So the whole consciousness is really in the Krishna service. Yeah. And she said, whenever she's preparing like this food, and especially for any devotee gathering or something like where devotee sangha is happening or something, she preparing that food is so tasty. And even in family also, everybody is now saying that what has happened to your cuisine. It has become so tasty, so relishing. And she was so happy. She said, like, just one example, I'm so much connected now to Krishna. See, just like, so higher taste, always higher taste, not only I am saying in terms of food, but whatever you see. Yeah. And see, just one simple example. We say that we should not think about ourselves as a body. Yeah. And if you see that the time, and this is another example somebody gave me, that just practical example, that he said that earlier I used to see anything and I will see that thing as an object. But then later I realized that everywhere there is a Krishna. Like we say that we are not body, that we are a spiritual being. So that means I see in everybody, whenever I see somebody, I see, oh, Krishna temple. Krishna is there in Krishna temple. Is this whole body is a Krishna temple? And my whole consciousness changed. And that changed completely. And if you see in the whole world, Prabhupada always used to say that when we start thinking this, everybody is Krishna conscious, then this whole world will change. There will be no violence, there will be no lust, there will not be any anger. Why? Why that you think like that? Anybody? Sonal Mataji, if you want to, please share. Why this world will be different, like if we really feel like there is proper Krishna consciousness at every level.
Because then we will see everybody is part and parcel of Krishna. So we will see everyone with that equal vision. Nobody is better or lesser.
Jai, Jai. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. Thank you for making this interactive session. Yeah. So yes, like just imagine that if everybody feel, when we see any opposite gender and we see, that, oh, this is a Krishna temple. Nobody will be even thinking, even in the just for fractions of second also, nothing wrong will come in the mind. Anybody, not in devotee, like anybody who is just understanding Krishna consciousness. And see how beautiful this world will be. Everybody treating everybody just like, okay, Krishna there, and then no anger. Even if you want to, like, then you feel like you control. Oh, how come I can be angry on this? You feel like, yes, anger coming out, but then you can't just bring it out. Yeah, such beauty. Yeah. Just meditate like anything. You just do it for a day or two, and then you will see that in your family, start in your family, or just like your close relations, close friends, and treat just for a few days. Yeah. That was this is Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Just remind yourself. You see anybody and say, "Oh, Krishna." You sit in your bus or train and you see, oh, so many Krishna. Like forget about they are devotee or not. Just see everybody is Krishna, and see like you are sitting in a train, so much jam packed, and you are enjoying. Oh, so many Krishna soul now sitting here. You will forget that, oh, I am not having a proper space. I am like this, so much, like what kind of fragrance or anything coming, or who is like doing what. You just see Krishna, so many Krishna souls now here. Completely consciousness will change. Yeah. And you will start enjoying. Yeah. Just please do this for a day or two, and you just see the difference. I am sure you might be doing, but if you're not doing this, please do this. Just like whoever you see, oh Krishna, just remind that message. Oh Krishna has come. Oh Krishna soul has come. And just see. Your husband will feel, your children will feel, what has happened to my family member, completely changed. Sannyasi has come in my home. Yeah. Really, I will tell you, and this will be so pleasing experience. Yeah. Like, so this is like kind of simple, small example where Krishna consciousness makes a huge difference. Now, question of here, it's mentioned that, it's mentioned in this that when somebody becomes really Krishna consciousness, they can completely get detached from the okay. The real non-violence means freedom from envy. So this is also another important point. We all are here in this material world. We all know because of why we are in this world. We are all part of Krishna Lok. We are all enjoying in Krishna, with Krishna actually in the first eternal form, correct? But we had some quality, because of that we landed in this material world. What was that quality? Which means no Vrindavan entry because of that. If we have that vices within ourselves, what is that?
Because we turn on our back on Krishna and was envious of Krishna.
Jai, thank you, Mataji. Yes, envy means N and V. N means no, V means Vrindavan, no Vrindavan entry. Yeah. So when we have enviousness, and because of that we are in this world. And if you see why we are envious with anybody, because many times either we see that I'm trying to control, I'm the controller. Okay? How come somebody else can have better than me? Yes. And then because we are trying to enjoy everything, yeah? But we forget that actually we cannot enjoy anything. Yeah? More we enjoy, more difficulty. Actually, I was hearing in one lecture, and one Maharaj very nicely mentioned, it touched me. He said that when actually you try to enjoy anything, remember one thing. You enjoy, let's say you eat one rasgulla. I'm not saying rasgulla means we should not eat rasgulla, but I'm just giving as an example, please, that you eat one rasgulla, just as an enjoyment, just purely for enjoyment purpose. The reactions of that, like if you just using this as an enjoyment, that you are going to have 10 difficulty in your life, in this life or in the next life. Because our propensity is to just enjoy. So if you are trying to get more and more material enjoyment, actually there will be reactions like equivalent reaction to suffer. So we should really, if we start thinking that this word, actually Krishna has mentioned very clearly in Bhagavad Gita chapter 5 that Bhoktaram Yajna Tapsam Sarvloke Maheshwaram Suha. Yeah. Swadasam Bhutanam Gyatamam Shanti Richati. Yeah, that this world, I am the only controller, I am the only enjoyer. Now, if you think the whole world, the fight is going on because I say this is my place, this is my world, this is my home, this is my, I is so dominant in everything. My family, myself, my house, my money. Yes. And one very nice example was given actually that one king met with his spiritual master. He was very nice, pious king. Yeah. And he met in the old time, I am saying when it was a Rajarshi kind of age, when king used to be very pious. So he met his spiritual master and he asked, what I can do for you, Gurudev. And the spiritual master said, give your kingdom to me. And this king, because he was so pious and self-control, without even thinking twice, he gave that kingdom to his spiritual master. Now, spiritual master said, I have another service for you. He said, yes, what's Guru Maharaj? He said, now you have to run this kingdom on my behalf. So you do the same duty, but on my behalf. See the difference. Earlier, like majority of the time, if we see, we think that everything is just belonging to me. But ultimately, everything is going to die. When we are dying, everything will finish. Yes? Yes, materially, everything will finish. Of course, our spiritual karma will go with us, but materially, everything will finish.
Yes.
But still, yeah, but still, we like if we like when we are living in this world, we run this like that everything belongs to my spiritual master or everything belongs to Krishna. And I'm just serving here as a caretaker. Yeah. So just so beautiful life. Like when you ask, like sometimes people say, I'm so attached to my children. How come I can live without them? I'm so attached to my partner. How come I can live without them? I can't even think. But Krishna consciousness does not mean that we should not love them. We should definitely love them. But there should be just understanding, real understanding that these children, okay, it's just same analogy. When, let's say, watchman is given duty to take care of a, let's say, house or office, that watchman, or maybe let's say bank. Yeah. So watchman, a security guard is guarding a bank or a very like very wealthy person house. That guard is always knowing that nothing belongs to me. Yeah, I'm just a caretaker here. Correct? But in the same way, when we like uh, treating our children, we have to have full love for our children, but we need to remember that, or our partners, or our relatives, or anybody, that I am just having responsibility to take care of them in this life. They are Krishna's soul. They have come in this life to me in my association, and I have to take care of them. I have to do my proper responsibility, no compromise with my responsibility. But attachment should not be to that level that, oh, this is just mine, this is mine, because nothing belongs to me. Correct? Such beautiful word. And when we come out of this, enviousness also will go away. Yes? Yeah. And here it's mentioned that nice example of self-control. Anybody comes in your mind who is really self-controlled in any scripture? Any personality who was self-controlled and who faced, like in the difficult situation also, did not lose their patience, did not lose their dharmic qualities in spite of all odds. Anybody?
Yudhishthira?
Yudhishthira Maharaj, yes, very nice. Any other? There's so
Bhishma.
many. Bhishma Pitama, yes. So many other situations, but he was always focused on Krishna.
Kunti
Ambarish Maharaj,
Devi?
Kunti Devi, yes. Always focused on Krishna. Yeah. So Ambarish Maharaj also is there. And also in this life, I don't know whether you know any of you know Janakinath Prabhu. Any of you know about Janakinath Prabhu?
No.
Okay. So Janakinath Prabhu was very, very close devotee of and disciple of His Holiness Candramauli Swami. And he was also he served Maharaj personally for many years and very, very closely attached to him. And at some point of time, he was diagnosed with cancer and he had many surgery. And uh, she was asked to go for Ayurvedic treatments and others, but he did not. Because he said, till last breath, I don't want to leave my service. Yeah. And when he was about to leave his body, that was few years back, uh, you know what he did? The nurse who was treating him just before leaving his body, and he appeared in TED interview and many others because he was running this project how to face these difficult situations, and he was running for all the patients who were having cancers in their life. So much inspiration. Yeah, he was running various projects for them, and he played his TED interview that for 15 or 10 minutes long. He played that in front of that nurse, and then he asked, like nurse went, and then he came back and he asked her, "What did you learn from this?" She said, "I'm touched by such nice devotee association." She was not like at all Krishna conscious or anything. Yeah? She was just like in a material world, material hospital. And she said, "I'm so blessed, so happy to be associated with such soul who is having such consciousness, even like in such difficult situation, trying to pass Krishna message to me." Yeah? Such self-control.
Sorry, now I remember. Yes, now you mention it, I remember I have listened to his lecture. He had cancer, right?
Yes.
Yes, now I remember who is it. Yes, thank you.
Yeah. So that's really, really called Krishna consciousness. That's called self-control. What's the real aim? Yeah. We can live in this life. That's why Prabhupada always said we should not leave anything. We should not go to forest, but whatever we have, we should use that as a yukta vairagya for Krishna service. Whatever we have, our body, our mind, our words, use that in Krishna service. Yeah. That's the real beauty of this life. Yeah. We should actually be like, as an analogy, if you see cat child, how cat child reacts. What's the, if you see cat child, kitten, yeah, cat child, kitten is not worried about how or what she has to do. Yeah, just cat is holding in her mouth and taking care of that child. But
Right.
opposite of cat, sorry, yeah, and opposite of cat child is monkey child. Monkey is always holding close to, yeah, his or her mother, and that's the difference. If we are holding very closely to this material world, you know, the time we lose, we will be always fearful. But if we are just like a cat child, we don't need to worry. Devotee who is really having full surrender to Krishna, like Paramhans, it's mentioned in here, we are not to that stage, but if we start doing these small things, we feel whatever happens in our life is all being controlled by Krishna. Good coming in our life, that's given by Krishna. Bad coming in our life, that's also given by Krishna. Just face this. Don't run away. Be fearless. Yeah. So that's the whole beauty of Krishna conscious life. So with this, I will stop and I will ask devotee if you have any questions, comments, correction, or realization, please to share. You can switch on your video also if possible. But if not, then that's okay. Oh, yes, Scarlett Mataji, please. Yes, go ahead. Sorry, I did not.
Yes, Hare Krishna, and thank you very much for today's class. I'm sorry, I'm going to have difficulty to talk, but I will try my best. In my understanding, in everything that I have learned, studied, and in my own experience, in which age I learned about Krishna consciousness, and many times I have also heard in many lecture that everything is arranged by Krishna. So it means, for instance, I have been seeker all my life. I mean, I was 40 years old, and I always ask why I'm here, what does God want with me, and so on. And I was 4 years old, but I didn't learn about Krishna consciousness until I was long in my adult year. So, I mean, it seems that whatever I tried and however I tried, it seems that it was not time for me to know that. It was not time for me to practice that. But now I get to know, but still I'm in very high age, and my body is not the way it should be or it was. So there is many things I can't do. So it's not that I think me. It is that whatever it, if it's not arranged by Krishna, it will not happen, right? So it's not all the time has to do with that I don't want it, but even if I want it, because it's not time, because it's not arranged by Krishna, it will not happen.
So, Mataji, see, thing is that there are things which are happening in our life. Yeah, things will happen, situations will come. That's all arranged by Krishna. How we react to those situations, or do we respond to those situations? And how we respond to those situations is in our control. Correct? Yes. And second thing, what is in our control is desire. Yeah, that's something, that freedom which Krishna has given to us. And that's why Krishna said, we want to enjoy, okay, just material life, come here. You wanted to be independently enjoyed, come here. So he sent us here. Now, as you said, yes, in everybody, we don't need to worry what stage we are in, how healthy we are in, because we don't know. Today we are healthy, tomorrow we don't know about anybody, okay, about ourselves. So what we need to think, how I can convert or change my desire more and more towards Krishna consciousness. Yeah. See, whatever we have done in past, let's say when we were not connected with Krishna consciousness or devotee, we may have done a lot of bad things, wrong things, but that's because of our ignorance. Yeah. And because of our previous karma. But once we know, then definitely we should. Like just one as an example, of course, no devotee do that, as a 4 basic principle. Yeah. If we have been doing anything wrong in those 4 basic principles, then that's fine. But once we know, we should definitely not. Because that's now my desire. That I have to, like if my desire is that Krishna, whatever you have given me, whatever situation I am in now, please help me. If you make your goal, the ultimate goal and one small goals. Yeah. That Krishna, let's say if you are saying that in this life, definitely please help me so I can come closer to you and I can achieve the real purpose of this life. Yeah. I move away automatically from these sense enjoyment properties and I really could focus on you. Then second thing, you can set small goals. You say like anybody who is not chanting 16 rounds, say, can I please Krishna, please help me. I want to chant 16 rounds. Somebody who is chanting, just pray to Krishna, Krishna, please, I want to really chant these 16 rounds in Brahma Muhurta. Somebody who is already doing everything, just target, said something. Can I please read every day Srimad Bhagavatam? Yeah. So that way, Krishna is looking for our desire. And Krishna, when our desires are true for Krishna pleasure, spiritual desire, Krishna definitely try to help us. Yeah. If desires are true. And everything, as Bhutbhavana Prabhu also mentioned in one of the lecture here in retreat, is combination of activity and mood. Yeah. What activity I am doing and with what mood I am doing. Yeah. So if I'm, let's say, offering Krishna bhoga, but I'm saying, oh, Krishna, I have to offer anyway. I have understood that I can't eat without, offering you. Okay, I'm running. Let's just eat fast. Okay. Mood is like that. Even you have 30 seconds. But rather than having that, and if you offer in that, Krishna, I'm really running for, like, I don't have anything. Please accept, whatever I just that true of yourself in a very humble state. So that's the difference, like our desires. Krishna is just looking for our desires and our mood. I hope, Mataji, I answered your question.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Sonal Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Does the mercy come in play before we cross that line? The mercy of a devotee, because even if you are going, like for me, I was visiting the temple, but it never occurred to me that to know about the principles or anything more until the time I was handed in the book of Bhagavad Gita, and suddenly things started rolling. So does the mercy, do you need that mercy to cross over?
Absolutely, Mataji, absolutely. And that's why if you see, the most important principle in Krishna consciousness is always mentioned about devotee association. It's always mentioned about serving devotees. Yeah. Why we have to serve? To get their mercy, to get their blessings. Of course, to cleanse our heart. Yeah. But more we serve, our heart gets more and more cleaner. Correct? You might have seen that also. Yeah. You get very satisfied when you do these services. Yeah. And let's say spiritual masters, mercy, yeah, is the most important thing for us. Any devotee also, it's not just only, in fact, Guru Maharaj or His Holiness Candramauli Swami mentioned in the retreat one example. One Mataji, his god sister, yeah, she realized that she is not able to chant properly. Yeah? Something had changed, that chanting is not with the right quality. And she was really praying to Krishna that what has happened? Has I offended something? Has I done something wrong? Please help me. Yeah. What? Please show me the path that why this is. That means something I have done wrong. But please help me. Next day, she gets a call. Yeah, from one of her. She was a teacher. Yeah? So from one of the child parent, like one known person, that one of the this child mother is very unhappy from you because of certain situations, like the way you did something and then some miscommunication gap. So she immediately called, clarified all these things. Yeah. And she said that just after that, after asking for the forgiveness and everything, after that, chanting became very pure. So just I'm giving one simple example. Yeah. So devotee mercy, like that's why it's mentioned, offenses to Vaishnava is the biggest aparadh. Krishna also said, because their mercy is the most critical thing for me. Yeah. If we have hurt any devotee, Krishna also cannot nullify that offense. Krishna said that's the kind of very serious, every other offense he can nullify by our devotion service. But that's the only offense, and that's why it's related to mercy. Yeah. So if you have hurt any devotee, like we have made any offense, yeah, we should be very, very careful. And there are 6 kinds of offenses. You know what are the 6 ways of offending Vaishnavas? One is by killing Vaishnavas. Yeah? Killing means not physically, but killing means by their, like, mentally, or you have hurt somebody really badly. Yeah? So by killing Vaishnava. Second, by blaspheming Vaishnavas. Yeah? Third, by being envious with the Vaishnavas. Yeah? Fourth, by doing any or showing anger, being angry to, with any Vaishnavas. Fifth, fail to honor Vaishnavas. Yeah. And sixth, not to feel happy by seeing Vaishnava. Okay. So when you see next time any Vaishnava, just greet nicely. Okay. If situation does not allow you to physically or something, at least in your mind, offer that. But point is, why like this last one? Point is that when we see Vaishnava, we should feel, oh, Krishna soul. Krishna soul is here. Yeah. So just like be happy, because when we feel happy, Krishna is also happy. And that's why mercy flows. Yeah. So this is the fastest and shortcut to really reach Krishna Prema. Get more and more devotee mercy. Really. You start serving devotee wherever you see, just serve. That's what Guru Maharaj always say. Serving devotee, like you go to temple, you say, I visited nice. So what? Unless you do some service, when you serve, then you get the mercy. So mercy is very, very, devotee mercy, Vaishnava mercy is very, very, I would say if not the most, but one of the most important factor in our life. So that's, I hope I answered Mataji your question.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you. So Prabhu, I always forget your name. You have told me my Kali Yuga memory. Prabhu, you are on video. Arka Adyush, Mahdesh Prabhu. You have told me so many times. It's so beautiful name. I still remember your name is so beautiful. And yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Thank you for your great lecture. It's Arjuna Acharya Das Prabhu, but
yes, Arjuna Acharya. I remember. Yes, your name is so beautiful, Prabhu. Yes.
I feel like I don't deserve this name, but it's up to Guru Maharaj, so it's like interesting. But yeah, I really feel your lecture really like went deep into my heart, and I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you. It's all Guru Maharaj mercy. Jai.
Yes, Prabhu. I was like, I got up late and I was debating, should I just do my things and get ready for work, or should I listen to lecture? But I decided to listen to the lecture, and it's great. It makes me stronger for the day.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Sure, you did such a great job, and my comment or like observation is that for me personally, it's let's say you follow the regulative principles and you chant 16 rounds, but within that following, there's this gap that I feel it is there, at least for me, where you theoretically know, okay, I'm offering this to Krishna, I am praying, offering this to Krishna, and then I'm doing it. Like, I offer the prasadam to Krishna, but then you eat it. So theoretically, as you're doing everything, but then there's the enjoyment. So theoretically, I know that it's from Krishna and it's Krishna, but then there's the feeling. Are you really the feeling of realization that you're actually getting the mercy of Krishna versus like, yeah, I'm enjoying my senses right now. And so for me, there's this, I'm just giving a simple example about prasadam. Like,
that's fine, Prabhu. That's fine. That's very good. Actually, like, see, as I said, like it's all mood. Yeah, even you are thinking. See, having this relation also, Prabhu, Arjuna Acharya Prabhu, is very, very important. Correct? See, like when we were not in Krishna consciousness, knowing about this, we were not even able to think about this consciousness. Correct? Like this something is wrong or something is right. Yeah. At least now we have this relation. So this is all also mercy. Yeah. Okay. Yes, Sonal Mataji, raise your hand.
Krishna, just a quick reflection on offering this prasadam, because I always used to think that, when you offer prasadam, the deity is not going to eat. So you are just doing it for yourself. But then I realized, if I'm a mother, if I'm serving my children, and one of the child asks me that, Mom, have you eaten, or do you want to eat? And he kept just a plate, just asking that makes that mother very satisfied. So it's just similar to satisfying Krishna, he doesn't want anything. He's providing everything for you, but just thinking about it and offering that just gives the whole process of completion, so I don't know, sometimes I just find that Krishna is teaching us through all these material examples also. You need to learn the lessons from all these small things and emotions as well.
Yes, Krishna is actually very much there, Mataji. Like it's all our, see, when we keep growing in Krishna consciousness, our bhav will change. You might also can say like where you were few months, few years before versus now. And the more we go in this journey, this path, our moods, everything will change. One day you will see Krishna deity and you say, oh, Krishna is here. You can see how Krishna is smiling, how Krishna is like not smiling, he's tired and all. Yeah. And it's like when you're offering bhoga to Krishna. Yeah. It's not just like sometimes just you, it's a material activity. Yes, you can say. But when you see in the consciousness that Krishna is there and offering, this is like Krishna is looking for our bhav. Even that's my point. Once keep it in front of Krishna and say, Krishna, I am running shortly. And we are offering our love because that's ultimately not just waiting for 10 minutes. So we like, yes, it's just like nothing. We are so much actually wasting our time thinking that this body, this thing, this. Once we realize, actually, just imagine one meditation. I will not give another meditation, but like for today, one meditation is like everybody you see, just see Krishna. Yeah. You see anybody, just please, Krishna is here. Krishna soul, Krishna soul. Remember this. You see your son, you see your daughter, you see your partner, you see any your friend. Oh, Krishna son. You sit in your train, you sit in bus, sit anywhere, go in the supermarket. Krishna, so many Krishna, so many Krishna. Just see that ecstasy. You will, and please share with me. Okay? In the next class.
Thank you, Prabhu. That's very nice. I will use this example.
Yes.
Try to apply this example.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.
Sure. So much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Swami Mataji, I hope you are okay. Mataji making some nice prasadam for me. Mataji busy. Okay. Jagdish Prabhu, I hope you are okay. Bhadra Mataji, you are okay?
Yes, very well. Yeah, Bhadra's at the retreat.
Oh, you are in,
Candramauli.
yeah, you are in retreat. Thank you, Prabhu, for joining from there. So nice.
Well, I'm at home, but she's gone to the retreat.
Yeah, Mataji, I know. I saw Mataji. Yeah. That's why I was thinking, I was a bit confused. I thought maybe another Bhadra Mataji or like, something.
How is the retreat, Prabhuji?
Blissful. See, retreat means association with devotee, getting the nice message, bombarding with the all nice messages again and again. So you are fully Krishna conscious. Devotee association makes the difference. Yeah, so. Next time, everybody come, please. Yeah.
Yes, Hare Krishna. Yes.
I'm happy to say that at least one of the class I was watching it via Facebook.
Very nice.
I even heard you asking question to Maharaj.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. Okay, if there is no any further questions, no comment, no realization, no correction, then I will close this class. And whatever I said, like just all Guru Maharaj mercy. If something wrong, then it's all my material karma. So please ignore me and forgive me.
Thank you very much for
Prabhu.
today's class.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhu.
कृपा सिंधु वेरचा पतिता नाम पावनेभ्यो श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय शिला प्रभुपाद की जय गुरुदेव की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय
Jai. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, nice class.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. Sorry, there is some problem in this laptop, so I'm just like using somebody. I'm just trying to.
Please wait for us that we could be there.